Well, I feel like extreme sports in general are a little intimidating. It looks like it hurts, and it does. So that can be a huge factor in like why not many girls are doing it. Also, the fact that there are way more guys than girls in the sport is kind of like intimidating in its own. I feel like we've progressed as a community where like it's not like 2006 where my friends who are like really close friends now, by the way, were like, do this rail or you're a poser,
It's not like
definitely
that
we're
anymore.
past that. Um, I think we just have to keep promoting female rollerbladers. Uh, make it known that they are out there and that everything that you see these girls or guys doing, like women are capable of doing it too. And just it's always scary going into a skate park. I remember when I first started, I'd go to a skate park and I wouldn't skate if there was anybody there, which there was always somebody there. And just like having someone go up to a girl or go up to any new blader that you've never met and be like, "Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?" Or "Hey, what's up? I'm Billy." Like that. That just makes a person feel so much more comfortable just taking up space at a park. Maybe they'll even try a couple things. Um, so yeah, in summary, I guess just keep promoting women rollerblading and like the little girls that are skating these days are ripping. Keep reposting those clips and just making it known that we're welcome.
Be friendly, be welcoming at the skate park. Go up, introduce yourself. When you see someone
Absolutely.
struggling to do a trick, clap, encourage them. Good work. Keep it up. That's
Yeah,
awesome. I'll be right over here if you need some pointers. You want a tip? Just ask. Just ask. I'm right over here. But keep it up. That's dope. So yeah, that I think that's really important. That encouraging energy. So that's rad.
Definitely.
exactly.
I feel like it's like a snowball
Also,
effect too. Like all those there's more female skaters now than ever, I think anyway. And I feel like as long as you see more females doing it, you're gonna want to be included as well, and it just like keeps going that way too.
exactly. Also, I have to mention one thing that I never really liked about Blader guys. Unsolicited advice. So, if I'm like working on a trick and a guy comes up to me, he's like, "Oh, do it this way." Unless you're like my friend, or unless you can actually do the trick that you're trying to explain to me, like I really kind of get like, I don't know, discouraged when someone's like, "Oh, do it like this." I feel like the approach would be better if you're like, "Hey, I see you're working on a top sole. Can I give you a hint?" Instead of being like, "Hey, this is how you do it," type of vibe, which I've gotten a lot over the years. It's kind of like really annoying. It comes off very macho man. But besides that, like,
People try to mansplain you.
yeah, don't try to mansplain it. Thank you.
Yeah. Nah. I feel that. Nah. That's because that's yeah. It's totally. And again, it's like sometimes people just want to deal with it their own way into a way where it makes sense for them and don't want to be bothered. And yes, don't want to be mansplained or anything like that. And the approach, if, yeah, like, oh, I see you trying something. It works for me. This works for me when I try it, and this helped me, like, or something like that. If
Exactly.
you wanna give a tip or advice, but I agree. Kind
That
of.
helps so much. Just having like a subtle change in words, like your what you just said, for example. I would take that way more like seriously than someone's like, "Oh no, you do it like this." It's like, dude, screw off. Like, figure it out.
Yeah.
Especially if you
Now
don't know how to do the
sometimes
trick yourself, like you said.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. Like, this is how you do it, and then miss it 3 times. It's like, oh,
we call them the couch quarterbacks. I was telling you that I'm the couch quarterback, on Sunday. But
exactly.
Is there going to be a pro wheel from you anytime soon?
I don't know. Austin, you've been trying to
Uh-oh.
get that one out of me.
I'm just saying. I feel like back to what we were talking about before, like how to include more females in the sport. And this kind of goes back to what we discussed on Chad Hornish's episode a couple episodes ago about getting kids to be in the sport. Like they have to see other kids in the sport. And same thing with like with women skaters. But aside from that, like the more women skaters who are sponsored, the more bladies there are, whatever you want to call yourselves. I know it's different for everybody, but whatever. When there's more females that are sponsored, getting pro products and all that stuff, it motivates other female skaters to be like, oh, hey, I can excel in this. Not that I could just only skate and be a part of it, but I can excel and be like the top of the game, and people could buy a product with my name on it one day. So I think that's huge too, and I feel like that's something that other companies should be supporting and moving towards as well.
I agree 100%. And I feel like we're at the point where companies are starting to realize that. So, like Mary Munoz got her pro frame and hopefully a pro boot one day. Because really thinking about it, when was the last time there was a woman who had a pro boot? Who
Exactly.
was it? You know? Um, so I think, yeah, it definitely inspires girls to push harder for themselves and just like for the possibility of being, somewhere more than just skating for fun or like skating should always be fun. But just being taken a little more seriously, it's kind of really refreshing. Definitely appreciated.